Hello.
What's up?
How is everyone?
We're here.
We're putting animals on the hexagons.
Onto their homes. We're bringing them into their cozy new home.
Yep.
This is Cascadia from AEG and Flat Out Games, designed by Randy Flynn. As you can see right there on this rulebook. Overall, it's a very gorgeous game. You're going to kind of see how the gorgeousness plays out on the table as we construct our biomes and make homes for animals. There are no deer. There are Roosevelt Elks.
Yeah.
However,
I believe this is what, the Pacific Northwest?
the Pacific Northwest,
Yeah.
yes. We got red-tailed hawks, Roosevelt Elks, grizzly bears, Chinook salmon, and red foxes. We're going to go over the game real quick and then dive into it.
Yeah.
So I'll read you the intro, as is tradition. Cascadia, a puzzly tile laying and token drafting game featuring the habitats and wildlife of the Pacific Northwest. About the region. The Pacific Northwest, also referred to as Cascadia, is a geographic region in western North America bounded by the Pacific Ocean to the west and, loosely, by the Rocky Mountains to the east. Though no official boundary exists, the most common conception includes the Canadian province of British Columbia and Yukon Territory, as well as the U.S. states of Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. About the game. In Cascadia, players compete to create the most diverse Pacific Northwest environment as they draft habitat tiles and wildlife tokens to construct a beautiful landscape mosaic. Each game of Cascadia features unique combinations of scoring objectives linked to each of the 5 wildlife species. While arranging wildlife into point-scoring patterns, players will also be competing to create the largest contiguous habitat corridors. As players build out their environments, they must pay careful attention to the habitats they create and the wildlife they populate, with the goal of creating the most harmonious ecosystem in Cascadia. There you go. So, we will be going through the setup. We have the wildlife tokens in this cloth bag. There are a variety of tokens, all 5 of the animals in token form. They have little pictures on them. Show you on the card cam. Boom. There's a fox. There's a red-tailed hawk. There's an elk.
Salmon.
And a bear. So there you go. The foxes. Ugh. I'm curious if there's a fox card. Oh, the foxes are solid, okay? Like, the foxes have a very important role to play in this ecosystem. I think that you can't just discount foxes like that, okay? Let's not throw foxes out the window just yet. Let's see what we got, okay? So, we got our wildlife tokens. They're in this cloth bag. They're going to be shuffled up and distributed. Boom. 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 Okay. We have grabbed 43 of these biome tokens that we're going to be drawing from to create our draft pool as the game goes on. And that's the 2-player. For 3-player you do 63 tiles, and for 4-player you do 83 tiles. Then we randomly select 1 wildlife scoring card for each of the 5 wildlife. So we'll go ahead and do that now. We'll get these out, and then I'll explain kind of what they all mean. We'll kind of go through the structure of the game.
In my opinion, the cards are the game.
The cards are the entire game. There's a good variety. There's 5 of each. So you'll have a lot of variety. Every game you pick 1 of each animal. So that's a lot of different combinations of games. I don't know how many that is, but there's a lot.
Yeah.
And the animal layouts you get sort of dictate how the game's going to flow. And it'll be pretty different each time. We've had some games where the biomes look wildly different. So,
is it 5 to the 5th?
I'm not a maths man.
Okay.
Not strong on maths.
I think it's 5 to the 5th power to give you the number of combinations of games
That's
you
a
can
lot.
play.
It's a whole lot. Okay, here's our 5 animal cards. We'll put the rest aside for our second game. So the way the game's going to work is Nathan and I will each get our starting tiles. We'll just have random ones for now. This won't necessarily be our true starting tiles. And we're going to have a draft pool. At any given time, there's going to be 4 face-up biome tiles. And each of the biome tiles is paired with an animal token. So whenever you draw a new one, you're going to draw a new animal token as well. On your turn, you're going to draft a pair, a biome and an animal. You're going to place them on your board in a space that can take it. So if I take this space right here, I can place it anywhere on my board, and then I can place this moose anywhere on my board that can take a moose token. So on each of the tiles, there's pictures of the animals they can take. I'll show you my tile real quick. I know there's going to be some chroma issues when we show these. There's a lot of green involved, but you can see right here, this tile can take either a hawk, a fox, or a moose. This is salmon or bear, and that's just bear. So I could draft this, place my tile, place the moose on my board. And you're going to be trying to place the moose in ways that can score based on the moose scoring card. And we'll talk about all these scores in a minute. When you're placing your biome, you generally want to try to keep the different types of land together. Biomes together. Yeah, so like you want to match the water with water. Because at the end of the game, you're going to get a point for each of the biomes for each of your longest runs of those, each of your longest connected tiles of those. So if I had right now I have 2 waters, and at the end of the game, if I only had 2 waters connected, I would only get 2 points for that. And there's also a bonus for having the longest one.
Yeah.
So you want to try to match your biomes to keep them all together and try to score your animals at the same time.
You're juggling 2 different sets of scores here, which often puts you in conflict with yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting kind of play going on there. So
the other thing is there are these pinecone tokens. Now, if I draft we
may want to grab one that is visible, since I think that one will get chromed.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So there's all these tokens that have one single animal on them, have an arrow at the top of them, and a little pinecone symbol, which you can't see because it's chromed. But if you were to draft a animal and place it on that tile, like I have my bear right here. Every starting tile comes with one of these, and I place my bear on that. I then get to take a pinecone as a reward for my placement. So what the pinecone can do is it can let you draft a tile and an animal from any other row that's not the one under it. So I could spend this pinecone to draft this tile and this animal and place it on my board. Now, pinecones are worth 1 point at the end of the game, so you're sort of incentivized to hold on to them unless they're netting you points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do think splitting can net you a lot of points based off the various animal scoring and formations. And
yeah, it's not necessarily wrong to just hold on to them though. Sometimes that can win you the game, and it'll kind of inch you toward the victory you need. So the other thing they can do is you can spend them to reshuffle all the animal tokens that are in there and then draw new ones. You can also, if there are on the board just naturally on your turn, if there's 3 of the same animal, you can flush them. So 3 foxes, you can say I'm going to discard the foxes and I'll draw 3 new animals. And you lay those out. If there's ever 4 of the same animal, they're automatically flushed. So let's talk about scoring real quick. Now this might be sort of confusing at first. Usually when we were teaching it, people will be like, what does that mean? And then they start playing a couple turns and they look at the cards again and say, oh, okay, that makes sense.
It makes sense once you get a couple turns in. It'll just click. The layout on the card makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so this is the Roosevelt Elk. So it says scores per group of elk in circular formation. Each elk may only score for a single group. So these elk have to be in exactly a circular formation.
So this is actually, I'm going to point out this is an interesting combination of animals that we had here. One we hadn't seen before because it looks like they pair with this fox that we'll take a look at in just a second.
Yes, okay. So the elks want to be in a circle formation. So if I'm looking at my board, I have like this elk, and I want to place like another elk here to try to make the largest circle I can. If you get all 6 elk in a circle, which is probably really hard to do, that's 21 points.
Yeah.
So, and it looks like it scores for each group of elk, and pairs with the hawk too. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So if you have multiple groups of elks in circular formation, they'll each score individually. So if I have a group of 3, I would score 8, and then a separate group of 2 would score 5. So a total of 13 points.
Yeah, and if you did like a honeycomb pattern and you had overlapping elks, those elks don't count, right? So you can't just do like a figure 8 with your elk and try to maximize a bunch of points, since the elks can only count for one group.
Right.
So you'd have to form a separate colony of elk to try to collect more points.
So let's look at our foxes. Scores for each fox, the number of a single adjacent animal type.
Yeah.
Foxes do not count. So surrounding foxes, you get scores for like animals.
Yeah. So if you've got a bunch of elk in a circle around your fox, you're probably getting...
That's a ton of points.
You're backing up a truck and dumping a bunch of points on
Now,
there.
I guess the fox can only score a maximum of 6 points that way, but that's a very good synergy right
Yeah, it's one piece for 6 points. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
It's a better return than the elk, right? It's about this. Yeah, it's a better return.
Yeah.
So.
And salmon. Scores for each run per salmon. Runs may not be adjacent to each other. So you can't have the 2 salmon runs next to each other, but it's just basically scores for lines of salmon. And these salmons could theoretically be in circular formations.
You could loop around a fox as long as you never touch the fox. So you could get like 5 points off a salmon.
Yeah.
For a fox.
They can't touch. The elks can touch.
Mm-hmm.
And then eagles. Or hawks. Scores for each hawk that is not adjacent to any other hawk.
Okay. So it does not combo with the fox, but you could wrap your hawks in elk. So
And that's up to 8 plus hawks, not adjacent to other hawks. Okay. All right. It's all coming together now, right?
yeah.
Does everyone have a picture in their heads of what they want their biomes to look like? Let's see bears, finally.
Open your third eye.
Yes. Scores per group of bears with no other bears next to it. So a group of 2 is 5 points, a group of 3 is 8 points, and a group of 4 is 13 points. Pretty simple for the bears. The bears can just be off doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could semicircle the fox, right? They don't have to be completely adjacent to each other, right? Per group of bears. Yeah, so you could have it says any shape right there.
Yeah.
On the card. So they can be in any shape. They don't have to be adjacent to each other. So you could do like a half moon around a fox. So
Okay.
there are 5 biome types for anybody keeping track at home. So there's, I guess this is forest, ocean, mountain, wetlands, and then prairie,
like
grasslands,
yeah,
stuff like
grasslands
that.
is fine.
So
I say plains just because played Magic, so
yeah.
you know. All right, so let's get random things. We can just dive into it. If you got any questions,
Yeah, feel free to ask us.
feel free to ask. Yeah.
This is effectively a sneak preview.
The game comes out on October 1st, so
Yeah.
Friday. Should be in stores.
So if you didn't get a chance to pick this up at Gen Con, then and you're on the fence, or even if you didn't hear about it and you're like big into this isn't quite like a puzzle game, but it's abstract strategy, which is always kind of a fun category in my opinion.
I like anything involving drafting, and I like things that aren't super cutthroat.
Yeah.
So this is definitely not super cutthroat. We'll probably hit a few situations where we're like, damn, I can't believe you took that tile. That was my tile.
Yeah. It won't be me screaming at Justin because he tanked my railroad company.
And we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Okay.
3.
Okay. All right. We roll dice.
4.
We're gonna roll dice for the rest of the night.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right.
It's very chill.
It's pretty chill.
Super chill. Super dope chill. All right. Is it time to start working on my elk circles?
Crop circles,
Crop
but with
circles.
elk.
Very cool. Very professional elk circles. I think I'll start working on my salmon situation here. So I can get this, I can place that fox there, and I already got like the salmon circle set up.
Yeah.
And it sort of fits in my biomes with the water and the mountain there. Alright, so that gets replaced. And there's enough tiles down that Nathan and I will take exactly 20 turns each, and that's how the game works for 3 and 4 players. Everyone gets exactly 20 turns.
I am all about these pine cones. Love collecting the pine cones.
It's very
Love
good.
collecting them early. So I'll go ahead and place the the hawk that I drafted on the tile I just drafted, when it's got the arrow on it to let you know that it's a pine cone. So this gives me some strategy later.
I'm going to take this guy, the same kind of thing. I'm going to put my water tile here, place my salmon there, and take a pine cone.
Okay. I think I want to. I think this is pretty good. I don't think I want to leave Justin with too many options on elk. on all times. So I'll take that elk here. Now the question is, where do I place this elk? Do I place it here or do I place it over here? Elk can go into the woods, so I think I'll go here. I think I have a better chance of creating a circle elk there.
Not super cutthroat. Nathan's gonna immediately hate drafting. Yep. I know, right? Like, he's an elk main over there. I'm just trying to say main. Jeez. All right. I think I get.
It's not super cutthroat.
It's not cutthroat. Let me get this eagles to go ahead and make me a. Give me an eagle pine cone. I gotta decide if I do want to put this here. I might want to put it here. We'll kind of extend our biome, and that tile's not gonna be great for me because I can't put eagles next to each other. I can put a fox there, but I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with foxes. So.
Yeah.
Either way, it's more of like a biome scoring placement there.
The bear. All right, I think I definitely want this bear. The question is, what do I do with this river tile? I guess I'll put it right here. That. I'm gonna put that bear there. Collect this pine cone.
A salmon, huh? I like a salmon, although that's a really bad tile. Like to see a salmon. It's just a really, really bad tile, let's be honest. It's been a pine cone. It's pretty early for pine cone spend. I'm being real with you.
Yeah, it's pretty early. I don't like not having the option to put down an animal.
Yeah, if you have don't have time for it.
Because if you don't have a place to put an animal when you draft it, it just vaporizes, and that's
really bad.
I think that's just actually throwing points away.
It's points in the trash. Look, this is just right in the trash.
You picked up points and you just dumped them right in the trash can.
Yeah.
So
pretty early for pinecone spend. I think I got a pinecone spend. We're gonna get a salmon and is it bear time? Bear fox time? Can I make this tile work for me? Oh yes, I can. Then we'll put the salmon there. Okay. Salmon of the plains.
Okay, I will snatch up this bear, I think. Dump the bear right there, and I will... I'm not going to connect to this plains. I'll keep my my mountain range going.
The elk block. Yeah, I'll take the elk tile.
Yeah, that was a good one. I wanted that one.
I'm gonna end up. We'll see what happens. See what happens. I'm not super excited about this. My biome's the least I like right now.
I don't have anywhere to put that bear if I take it. So I think this ends up being a pinecone sitch. Or I dump that so that I can take this and this. I can put that right there and then put the elk on top.
I got no good eagle spot there. Fox time. My foxes are terrible. I think this is bear time.
I think this game is very interesting with two players.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're getting like the squeeze is getting put on. In 3 and 4 players, it was like by the time you got back to your turn, like you'd have brand new tiles to look at. There was like almost no point in looking at the tiles.
Now you have to like really plan for what's going to happen if those tiles are still there, and they probably are going to be there.
Yeah.
Let's put this bear here.
Well, I could pinecone and get an immediate refund by taking the salmon, dumping it there, and taking the salmon pinecone tile, which may be the play. I think it just might. The
pinecones, I don't think you're saving in 2-player games. The way I'm seeing it.
I gotta do something about your salmon supremacy there.
My 2 salmon?
Your salmon supremacy.
Jeez.
So I get the refund of the pinecone. So.
Yeah. So if I take this and I put a hawk here, it's awful. It's like actively terrible.
Yeah.
But I would have to do it. So I really can't take a hawk right now. I think I gotta take this guy and continue my elk circle. But now I'm out of elk tiles. You have to place that there.
Yeah, I've got the I bought every shirt that ever came out for the Venture Brothers Shirt Club, so I subscribed to it every time. So this is a situation where I can flush the hawks. So I'm gonna flush the hawks.
Flushed. There's a hawk for you.
Okay. Welcome back.
A bear.
Hey, a bear.
A bear.
Another bear.
So the blank bear?
Yeah, this is the one. The misprint bear that didn't have.
We don't have a bear token. We'll find a bear token. If we draw that one again, we'll figure it out.
Okay. I could start. I could get another pinecone refund. I think that's what I'll do. I'll spend the pinecone, take the bear, take this bear, put this bear right here, the bear there, and get the pinecone back.
Okay. Salmon forest. Elk salmon forest. Now we're talking. But can't make a great circle with that. Bear elk forest water is terrible. It's like the elk salmon forest and bear. We're gonna trust in the biomes to get me the score in this game. I'll put this bear. Yeah, put a bear here.
Ooh.
Let's get all the pine cones.
Yeah. I don't want a pine cone here. I'm pine coning. Because I think one, it denies you pine cones. It makes you have to like pick awkward.
Yeah, you do get points for aesthetically pleasing biomes.
Yeah.
So I got that going for me.
So I'll do that. I'll pine cone. I'll get the elk. We're gonna jam this elk. I think we keep the mountain range going. I could start forming like a circle that way. Yeah, sure. I'll jam the elk there, get my pinecone refund.
Yeah. The board is not looking good.
Yeah. The game has a really good board presence. I don't know if you can really. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream or not. But,
It definitely does.
But when you're playing it in person, it's just very. I don't know, the presentation.
All right, I will take this. I'm gonna have to put a fox there anyway. This is not where you want your. But I think this is gonna end up being a hawk scoring tile for me anyway, so I'll just toss it out in the wilderness. Toss it out here. Nope. I think there's the who goes first rule is like who's the last person that saw one of the animals in this game. So it'd be at a forever advantage.
Okay.
There you go.
Have to make elk in circles. I think this is a fine tile. This elk is going there. This tile, do I add onto the water or the plains down here? Is there ever a chance this can connect around to there? Also bear, also hawk. I think this goes. I don't want that to be there. I'd rather that one be an elk plated one. So I think I put this down here like this. That way I can open up my salmon run and
open up your salmon eye. All right, I'll take this guy, and we'll slap a salmon right there on it.
More elk. Okay, well that elk tile is just bad though. I suppose I take this. Do I keep this going down here? So put that like that. Then I think this is a fine place for an eagle.
Fine place for an eagle. That's a hawk, but
hawk. Fine place for a hawk. Oh man.
Do the bears have to be in that shape or just groups?
It's any shape.
Okay.
Any shape. They just have to.
That's just a good.
Yeah, that's just a good. That's a free pine cone.
It's a good old tile. I'll take a free pine cone. Don't say no to a free pine cone. Free life lesson.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's a pine cone.
It's a pine cone refund, yeah.
It's the pine cone refund. We'll slap. That's a good place for it. Pine cone back.
All right, I'll take this guy. Elk there. It's gonna feel good, man. Feel real good. This game is definitely oddly satisfying the whole time. I guess it's not even oddly satisfying, it's just satisfying.
It's disappointing foxes.
Yep. There's there, hanging out.
It's like this is like a terrible place for a fox.
Look, these foxes are not going to score 6. Gotta accept that. They're going to butt up a tile and score like 2 or 3.
I guess this is fine. This salmon, this tile. Go like that, that closes it off. If I go like this, it stays open. Down and around that way, and then I put a salmon there.
Alright, we're pine coning.
Oh man,
To get a pine cone.
Pine cone refund. I invented this move for the record show. Justin owes me royalties every time he does that.
I'm making a pretty sweet island over here. I don't know if you can see this. Pretty cool.
All right. Or elk.
Pinecone meta. This is a game about pine cones. That's it.
I like shut my salmon off if I. How good is that bear? Not great.
Do not salmon block yourself. That'll be
yeah
unfortunate.
Actually, I think this is fine. Taking this, going here with it, placing a fox there.
I mean, I gotta take a salmon. Well, the salmon's good.
Get the salmon while they're hot.
Yeah. And it fits into my biome. One day.
Let's try and...
I'm gonna connect these salmon.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna have to put something ugly there, I feel like. it's gonna be very unfortunate.
Elk. Elk.
Sam. I don't like any of these. I think this is mostly a biome play. Take this bear tile, slap it down here. Put the bear there. I got my group of 4 bears.
Achieving maximum bear points.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. I'm tempted to pinecone preemptively here, because you've got a sweet salmon play. If you take these, you can connect your salmon and your ocean biome.
I can't quite get the ocean because that's a mountain.
Oh, it's not right there. Okay, yeah. JK. Then I don't think I care about that. If you were connecting your ocean, I think I'd take that play preemptively. But in that case, I think I take this group. I can keep that going. I'll place this hawk way down there.
One elk is 2. Salmon don't score for more than 5. Don't think I quite pulled the trigger on forcing this final salmon yet. So all these biomes aren't that great either. I'll get ready for the salmon. I'll take this. Place this here. For connecting this stuff. Just in case. Drop the seagull off. Talk. Okay.
All right.
It's really ruined the whole vibe, I'm gonna be honest. I'm no longer just vibing.
I am. I don't want to take that salmon. Just to prevent there. I guess I will. Take the salmon. We're dumping the salmon here. And then this mountain. I think I can just put it down right there, and that's fine. Dare you dump the elk? Daren't you?
It's like 3 points, so like pine cone plus. Well, it's like 4 points. If I slap it like there, I'm not connecting these 2 elk circles. I guess I could still connect the elk circles. I just score those 3, and then that would be its own, right? You can't score the same elk twice.
Yeah.
So I think I go ahead and take that. It's too good.
Switch places? No, this is a terrible time.
No.
It's not. It's strictly unallowed.
Good pine cones.
Yeah. This is too good to pass up. I'll place that there. And then get this elk up here. Exactly. Some player herb stuff right there.
Take that. Boom.
Ooh.
The Gog style.
Do I
want to become famous? You're gonna summon them talking like that.
I have seen some a bunch of like, I don't know, it's like bot follows or something like that, that like especially on lower viewer streams, I guess, just derail it or whatever
because of the
notifications
yeah.
or whatnot. So I have seen some people talking about those.
That's cool. Love that.
I've been trying to keep my eye out for that kind of stuff.
I do have a skip alert button
yeah, I keep my ear to the ground on that kind of thing just to know. Okay. Is this an eagle? Or I guess this is an eagle. Go here. The eagle.
This has to go here anyway. Well, I guess I could put it on that. The question is, do I want to set up for an elk circle and just say F it? Or just... Yeah, let's just do this. For like an eagle spot. I only have a couple more draws. Like 2 more turns each? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to fish for a salmon.
You only have 1 turn, right?
This next turn's my last turn?
Yeah, because I'll draw 1, it's replaced. You draw 1, it's replaced. I draw 1, and that's the end of the game because you went first.
Oh yeah, so. Well, hopefully we dodge that.
Yeah. We may not be in the demographic of people that are targeted either.
That's
so
probably true.
I think a lot of the stuff that I saw targeted mainly female streamers. So go figure. I will not speculate as to why, but
yep, I have 19.
Can I afford to pinecone here? I guess I can. I think this is fine. This goes like that, and then this goes here.
Alright, so I gotta use a pinecone to flush.
To try to find a salmon?
Try to get a salmon, because it's too many points to leave on the table. It's 4 points versus... Or it's 17 points versus 13 points. I think it's worth at least 1 pinecone. Whatcha?
Oh, you monster.
Whatcha? Okay.
You fish finding monster.
I did it.
Put those back.
Boom. Boom. Biome is messed up now.
Yeah.
Alright, final pick.
Can I help 2 biomes with 1 go? What's worth more? 1 bear is 5 points. 1 elk is
1 bear is no points.
No, I could put the...
Oh, you put the bear there, yeah. Bear pairs. No bear pairs. Yeah, we have bear groups.
I couldn't actually because there's no bear stuff over there. So
yeah,
the bears are kind of a dead pick. So then I think it is elk, right? I can pine cone. Is that even good? I don't think that's even good for pine cone. Fox. Get a refund. Fox is worth not that many points though. Is expanding. So I think I've got you beat on the wetlands. But I'm definitely losing ocean. I guess I'll just take this elk. I don't think any other plays make it so that I get more points than this, so I'll just put this elk right there. Okay, that ends the normal rounds.
Okay, so scoring. Get this cool scoring card.
Yep.
Get to fill it out. That's always the most fun part of games. So we'll score for each wildlife, so the amount of points based on the cards. We'll score a point per habitat tile in our largest contiguous habitat corridor in each of the 5 habitats. And majorities, according to the player count, score bonus points for having the largest contiguous habitat for each of the 5 habitats. For a 2-player game, 2 bonus points to the player with the largest, and 1 if tied, no for second place. Okay. So, score it out. So for bears, I have a group of 4. So that is 13 points.
I have a group of 3, so that is 8 points.
Elk, I have 1 circle of 3, so that's 8 points, and a circle of 2, so that's 5 more points, so that's 13 points.
I have a circle of 5 elk, which is 16 points, and a circle of 2 elk, which is 5, so 21 points.
Salmon, I got the full run of 5 plus salmon. I'll get 17 points.
Well, I have 3, so that's 9.
Eagles, I have 4 eagles, not touching another eagle. 11 points. Hawks.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hawks, which puts me at 14.
14. Foxes. I have 4 points on this fox, 2 points on this fox. So 6 points.
I have 4 points on foxes, 2 eagles, and then 2 salmon.
Alright, totals. We'll do totals in a second. Mountains. I have 2 points of mountains.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points in mountains.
You have the bonus 2 points there. Forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 2.
I have the 2 points. Plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I got 2 points there. Wetlands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Air. Oceans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Totals.
To the calculator.
To the calculator. Okay.
And you get the pine cones as well.
Pine cones. 2 pine cones. And you
I
have
have 1.
1 pine cone. Okay, 13 plus 17 plus 11
Appreciate that follow.
plus 2 plus 8, 12, 5, 12, 2, 101. Nathan gets 8 plus 21 plus 9, 15 plus 4 plus 9, 2, 8, 9, 5, 1, 90.
Dang. The salmon. I had to figure the salmon would matter.
The connect.
So yeah.
Okay. That's the game. That's Cascadia.
There you go.
Any questions about Cascadia? How do you play Cascadia, you ask? You just put down cool tiles and make the best shape.
Yeah. We'll play another game.
Yeah, we got time for that.
Sure. We got time for another one.
So for 2 players, I set aside a little over half or a little under half of the tiles. You need 43 total tiles to play a 2-player game. So we're gonna play with basically an entire new set of tiles. I don't know how different they'll be. I'm sure there's a lot of duplicates, but we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah,
and we'll also play with new animals. Completely new animals. So it should be completely different.
We'll be looking to make different configurations. So
Set up and take down this game. Very easy, as you
Yeah.
can see. You just kind of
I think like we have quite a few viewers that are in the P&W.
Yeah. We'll get 2 new starting tiles as well.
Claymore, I think, is in Idaho.
You can get us some animals there.
Sure.
Count out the tiles.
Alright, grabbing a random elk. Alright, so this is scores for straight line of elk. So instead of the elk being in semicircles like they were last time, your elk have to be in a straight line. Okay, so the more elk you have in a straight line, the better. Each elk can only count one time, too. So you can't make like a line of like 6 elk. Looks like the maximum in a line is 4. So you can't make a line of like 6 elk and have them count for each line. So, all right, and for the fox, this is dynamic duos. Scores for each fox pair. Number of unique adjacent animal pairs. Foxes do not count. So this is interesting. I have not seen this one before. So, if you've got 2 foxes next to each other, for every pair of animals touching that pair, right? So, like those eagles count, because one eagle is touching one fox, the other eagle is touching the other fox. That's still a pair of eagles touching that pair of foxes. So that's a really unique configuration. Have not seen this one. You can have up to 4 pairs, which makes sense because you'll have 8 tiles next to it. So.
Team fuck foxes.
All right. Salmon. We're looking for families of salmon.
Families?
Scores for each run of 3, 4, or 5 plus salmon. Runs may not be adjacent to each other. In the other one, I think there was a maximum run size.
There was 5 plus in the last one, too.
But it was only once, right?
They could have multiples,
okay.
I believe.
So this one is scores for each run of 3 or 4. Oh, wait, is that 3 runs of 3 or more?
For each run of 3, 4, or 5 plus salmon. No, it's if you have run size is 3 is worth 10 points. Run size 4 is 12 points. 5 plus is 15.
So. All right. This is so it's a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this hawk.
The line of sight hawks. I think we did play with this once.
Scores for each pair of hawks. Number of unique animal types between them. So this is not the line of sight hawks. These are the
unique animals between the 2 hawks that can see each other.
Yeah. So you have to have so the more different types of animals you have between the hawks, the more points you get.
There, yeah. So 3 plus is the maximum per hawk pair, essentially. Or for each pair of hawks. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then finally, grizzly bear is equal groups. Scores per group of bears with no other bears next to it. Choose a single group size to win. So these are actually a bunch that I haven't seen before. So if you have a bunch of singleton bears, you get 2 points. Scores per group of bears with no.
So if you had like a bear here, a bear here, and a bear here,
you would. If you had 3 single bears, you would get 6 points because your group size is 1.
Score only 1 group size.
Yeah.
So you can't actually score the 1 twice.
No, you can only score 1. So if you had a group of 3, 2, and 1, so if you had 1 singular bear, 1 group of 2 bears, you'd have to pick which one you wanted to score, right? That's the way.
Score only 1 group size.
Yes, not once per group size.
Scores per group of bears with no other bears next to it. So you can only score the 1 once, the 2 once, the 3 once, and the 4 once.
No,
you can only score 1 of these once.
No, you can score 1 of those group sizes any number of times, but only 1 of those group sizes. So you could have 3 groups of 2 bears, and you would get 15 points. But if you had a single bear off on itself, you wouldn't get any points for it.
Okay, got it. Don't have different sizes of your groups of bears.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Bears, salmons. We want straight lines of elk. 4.
Not really a fan of any of these tiles here, if I'm being completely honest with you. Guess I begin collecting bears, stuffing bears beside each other. We'll go here. I'll slam that bear.
And take this elk since I got my elk pinecone tile.
Well, do I want to take these salmon and throw them in the dumpster? I think I do. Throw these salmon in the dumpster. Waiter, take this fish from me.
Bear. Uh-oh. Fox.
Take these bears from me. Waiter, there's a bear in my soup.
Fox. Elk. Fox.
Okay, I actually want a fox.
Okay.
I do actually want this fox, so I will. Is it this one? Is it that one? This one. Connect this ocean, place this fox. I need some pine cone. I need some pine cone cat. Look, what is this What is this garbage? Oh, wow. This is where the game gets super cut.
Easiest pick of my life.
This absolutely.
Oh, baby.
I cannot believe this.
So good.
I cannot recommend this game.
Give me that pine
Based
cone.
off this singular turn, I cannot recommend this game. Oh, you slam a bear. You put a bear right there. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. Turnabout is fair play. Absolutely can recommend the game.
Oh!
Game agenda. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Hmm.
This bear's going there. I am going to get...
See, like, if I take the mountain and put it there, that's disgusting. And it doesn't even work with my elk alliance. It's like a pine cone. Or I could take this guy. Yeah, we're gonna take this guy. Make my line and make my biome looking good. I scored a lot from biome last game. Felt good, man. Ooh.
Begin Operation Glorious Hawk. Alright. I'll pinecone. Get the pinecone refund. I'll put this right here.
These all disgust me. I think I just pinecone here to get the reef. My biome is looking not as good, for being honest.
Now, am I crazy like a fox? And then I leave these foxes here. Go up there with the fox. I come over here with the fox. think I like this. This, yeah, we'll go like that. I think that's fine. Yeah, just back into the foxhole here.
Like this.
Now, do I flush the foxes now? Now that I've got the foxes that I want.
Look, if you you don't want to be the one to flush them, you're not going to make use of it, right?
All right, we'll flush the foxes.
Okay.
It's from the same foxes.
Same dang foxes. Oh, I did put them back in the bag, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. He cheated me there, but we'll let it slide.
There's a lot of tokens in that bag.
We'll let it slide. I would, I'd raise hell. This were a tournament Cascadia, but I'll let it stand since this is for funsies. All right. I think this is worse off. May have to pine cone. I think I have to pine cone.
Flushing everything?
No.
Are you taking stuff?
Yeah, take this. This is a this is an ornery collection of tiles there.
It is odd. The animals are somewhat hard to score because you have to like get very specific things on all of these. Start my fox friend group here.
All right, I'm gonna pine cone this hawk. And we're just gonna jam this hawk right there. Take a pine cone back. Classic fox with no fox tiles over there. Appreciate that.
Thank you. What do I do? Just grab a bear.
One bear never hurt anybody.
Quick little bear.
One bear never hurt anyone. Ah, you get a pine cone. It's
yeah,
easy.
I got a pine
it's
cone.
Easy bear.
Easy bear.
Easy bear. I just realized this salmon was a dead pick.
Because he's locked in.
Yeah.
Not worth no points. Yeah.
Yeah. I could have put the eagle right there and then had a way for the salmon to get out. So this was a bad pick. I am this is disgusting.
It's
This lineup.
it's not good. It's
This
not
lineup
looking good.
is so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I know. It's looking real bad.
Okay. So we'll take this box to put right there. We'll put this tile right here. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Cascadia. Okay.
Stay away from those bears.
My bears now.
You stay away from those bears.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, let's get something. Let's get something good. Let's flip something good here. That's not awful.
Yeah, it should be available in stores on Friday, I believe they're saying. Yeah. This game, instant hit in Canada. Let's be honest.
Hmm. They have a playable mod on tabletop, I guess. Tabletopia.
Tabletopia?
Flat out games.
I have not.
No, we haven't tried that. We check into that.
Boom. And it's gonna go.
Getting absolutely pinecone dominated right now.
So many pine cones. So powerful. Let's do here. I did just back Artisans of Splendid Vale. Looks very good. It's like storytelling, not really dungeon crawly, but like probably more like Sleeping Gods. It has like a book that you flip through to do the different scenarios. So looks pretty cool.
That's dope. Is it by Plaid Hat?
By Renegade?
Oh, okay.
I think it's not Plaid Hat.
Okay. These are just.
Too many campaign games in backlog. They we have at least a group that we try to play or Legacy or whatever long form games with every week. So we've been working on Rise of Queensdale, which is very fun. We're gonna do Sleeping Gods next.
Should be wrapping Queensdale up pretty soon.
I don't know that I've seen any of Nikki Vallen's other work. Did they work at Fantasy Flight? I think they did. So maybe we have inadvertently played their stuff. Arkham Horror 3rd Edition? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah, it's very good. We got to play it on stream though one time, but I don't think we've had a chance to touch it since.
Yeah.
But I really liked the changes to it.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Solidify my salmon points. Is that the tile? That's not the tile. I can't take a salmon. No, it's not. Take this guy.
Mentioned Madness second. It's really good too.
It is really good. Big fan. Is Verdant similar to Cascadia?
I don't want to spend my last pine cone. Do not want to spend this last.
I feel like the puzzle element of Cascadia, like it's similar turn structure where you pick a tile and card in this case. Okay, interesting. I do like that kind of gameplay, tiling and stuff.
It's like Carcassonne, but like an extra layer.
Yeah. I'll definitely check it out. I'll back any Kickstarter that I'm mildly interested in. So.
Justin needs exactly no reason to back one.
If I see some good graphic design, literally that's all it takes.
Okay.
3x5 checkerboard of plants and rooms. Sounds great. Are you like putting house plants in a house? Plants check for light if they reach maximum. You do put okay, that sounds great. Okay, I'll probably back that.
Gotta tell you, not happy with this layout.
Okay. Okay.
You salmon finding.
Okay. All right.
This is like the first time this is like you've been able to take something and place it
in a while,
and like
you can toss on Discord channel
quite a bit.
Solidifying my salmon dominance.
Ugh. Oh, it's the misprint bear.
Yeah. Look, I played a lot of Dwarf Romantic. I know how to lay a tile.
Well, I think I can't say no to this. Take this. Put this like so. You monster! You're truly history's greatest criminal.
It's beautiful.
I cannot believe the thing I'm seeing. You kidding me with this?
I am just chock full of pine cones.
Yeah, oh my god. He's full of something. He's full of something. I don't mind telling you that. Look at this. Just
you can spend your one pine cone to get rid of all those animals.
Wowee. Jeez, I just fly by the seat of my pants.
Ooh-wee.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
We're doing
spin this pipe. No, I'm not gonna throw
you're gonna draft, okay.
Yeah. Or do I? No, no. I think it's better for me to draft.
They spent all of their nature tokens to try to get an elk. What is a 1 in 40 elk? That's insane. That's funny. Look, once you commit to that, you gotta just go.
Yeah. Screaming the whole time. Where are you? You elk! Show your face!
There's only one left. That's crazy. I didn't even know, like, I don't think we've gotten to a. We played 4 players, and I don't remember there being, like, that few animals in the bag, but if that many elk just, like, come up naturally over the course of the game, that can happen, right? Crazy.
This bear. Grind this bear into dust.
Okay. See what anyone's hawk, so. Some hawk points.
Can't say no to this elk.
Fox pairs.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's, yeah. That, I mean, I'm already sold, but, like, it is really good art in this game. Very pleasing. Okay. Fox. Fox pairs can't score for other foxes, right?
Correct.
Or do this. Slap this hawk here. Perks. I did see perks at Gen Con. It looked pretty nice. I like the aesthetic of it. Kind of the same vein as this game, right? What is this? What's happening? These biomes are just terrible.
I think I have to throw this down here just so that place to dump a fox. Kind of like a throwaway tile.
Oh, pine cone. I think the guy from Parks was on this board game design Amazon documentary. It was really interesting.
We are both really competing for these forests. So I think I'll snatch up this forest.
Hey. Hey! It's a bear forest. Okay.
This is bear malarkey.
Some bear malarkey. I will pinecone. It's fox and the bear. Back. Plains part of the board. I have exactly 1 plains on my entire biome. Who went first this game?
I don't remember.
I don't remember rolling. We just kind of went. I must have gone first.
Yeah, maybe I went first because I lost the other one. I don't know. Hard to say. Who could know? I'm sure there's no recorded evidence of this, so.
17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You just count your animals.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17.
17, okay.
So yeah. My
So
you
picked first,
yeah.
okay.
These animals are so dead.
Yeah, like how do you get to 3 salmon at this point in the game? It's impossible.
Yes.
I mean, the fox birds help me, but
It's still the thing is it's a forest and also a pine cone. And I think like the pine cones really matter a lot in this situation.
yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get anything else.
Elk.
Oh, I needed to not put that there.
Desperately needs pine cone. This we're in a blood feud for the forest here, so
We're flushing these salmon. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, geez. Okay, I just have to like hate draft this forest. On a pine cone, I'll get these 2. This bear there, and slap a forest down. I get one more.
yes.
Okay. Boom.
I had a lot of dead animals this time.
That's not good. Scoring round 2. So, bears. I had a group of 2 bears. I don't score the 1. So I just get 5 points.
I have 2 groups of 2, so that is 10 points.
Elk. I have a group of line of 4, so that's 13.
Yeah, it's each per straight line. So I've got 2 groups of 2, so that's 10 points.
And salmon.
I have 0.
I have a run of 4.
It's 12.
Eagles. Hawks. I have 1, 2, 3 unique animals in that one. That's 9 points, and then 2 unique animals in this one. That's 7 points, so 16 points.
Yeah. I've got 2 groups of 1, so that's 8 points.
And foxes. I have this pair of foxes next to 1 pair of animals. That's 5 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this pair of foxes is next to 2 pairs of animals. So that is 7 points.
So 7 and 5, 12. All right, so I got this group of foxes with 2, 3. That.
So 9.
So that's 9, and then this group next to 1, so 5, so it's 14.
Okay. Biomes. Mountains. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I have 4.
2 for that. Forests. I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
But did it say it was 1 for ties and? Or
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, it's effectively the same thing.
Yeah, just for square rooting's sake.
Yeah.
Plains. I have 1.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get the 2 for that. Wetlands. I have 3.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That, and then water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have 3.
I got 2 for that. All right, total the scores up. Oh, pine cones. I have 6.
I have 2.
All right, so I got 5 plus 13 plus 12, 12, 9, 1, 3, 8, 6, 5. Nathan, 10 plus 10 plus 0 plus 15, 4, 10, 7, 8, 3, 2, 76.
Yeah, like I said, I had a lot of dead animals.
Yikes.
I had 2 dead salmon that only counted for my foxes, and then this eagle was dead. I was pinecone strangled that game. I had like no options when it came to my turn.
Yeah, it was brutal.
So yeah, when you flipped the 1 pine cone, I was like, uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. Because I was never in a situation to really get pine cones in the middle of that game. I think you had like so many more options than I did. This animal configuration is really interesting. I would love to actually try this again because I think this is like in a 4-player one. It's like I think a crazy one. I was trying to high roll this bear.
To get to 3.
Yeah,
that went pretty good.
Because 3 at 5 each would be 15, which is, I don't know, seems pretty good. So.
It is so you kind of get an idea of how differently each game can play, right? Just with the configuration of animals, and the amount of configuration was big. I think when I bought it, I got a promo pack with an extra set. So I think the game comes with 4 of each.
Okay.
Out of the box, but I don't remember.
That's kind
I bought at Gen Con. They usually just hand you a thing.
Yeah, there's typically some promo stuff they'll do at Gen Con, or if you pre-order or something like that. There's like some extra stuff that'll go into the game. But yeah, yeah, there you go. Cascadia,
very fun. Hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, we'll be back Wednesday night with Card Game Necromancy.
We're gonna do Highlander the card game. So join us then for that. Next week we're gonna do it in the board game stream as well. I think we should do Wild Space probably.
Yeah, Wild Space is good. Wild Space is fun.
If I get the sleeves in for it. I ordered sleeves and they were delayed in the show. We played a bunch of the Wild Space at Gen Con and the cards got butted up. You gotta sleeve it.
It's a lot like Race for the Galaxy. You're gonna smash Race for the Galaxy's cards into pieces, shuffling it a bunch of times. So wild
Space.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's like a...
Don't lose your head. Yep, on Wednesday.
Yes.
Well, one of us will.
I can't wait.
Maybe both of us, because we're going to try to play 2 games.
Hopefully one person doesn't win.
Yeah.
But sometimes that'd be like that. Like in the Warhammer Conquest stream, I had no chance. No chance at all.
The Highlander, honestly, who knows?
It's Kern. I call dibs on Kern.
Yeah. I will reveal Justin's slight advantage he will have for playing Kern on Wednesday.
Ooh, okay.
Justin gets a very slight advantage. So
now the part of the stream where we put the board game up.
Yep.
Very fun.
A game like that tears down pretty quickly.
It's a big deal. It's easy to teach. Yeah. It sets up quick. It teaches quick.
Yeah, it's not quite like Dwellings of Eldervale.
Takes down quick.
Right, where Dwellings of Eldervale's got quite an upkeep, putting stuff up, so. Yeah.
Yeah, Kern's natural advantage.
Fitzcairn? Okay, so cool. I actually have Hugh. My goal is to put together a Hugh Fitzcairn deck. I only have the characters. I basically only have the characters from the Watcher's Chronicle set. Chopper Dan, it sounds like you actually played the game. Now, the reason we were playing Highlander is because I found at Ollie's $10 boxes of Highlander. I bought one sight unseen, knew nothing about the game. Basically, thought it would be funny to open up the box on stream. I was actually looking for Keyforge. But I think that kind of like kickstarted us back into, and Gen Con was coming up, so that like kickstarted us back into wanting to do card game necromancy again, since it had been over a year since I think we had last done it. So I did not know, because when you look at these boxes of Highlander cards, you don't know what set is in it. Nowhere on the box does it say that it was Watcher's Chronicle. So I had to actually open it up to find out that it was Watcher's Chronicle.
We learned a lot about it the first time we opened it up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched that. It sounded like you found that on YouTube, but it was.
You may have, yeah.
It was a fun experience.
But yeah, it was fun looking at the stuff. And then the more we looked into the game, the more intriguing it became. Just as a relic, and I had no idea that the fan base for the card game existed as much as it did. I knew both. I knew several other games, like the Star Wars CCG.
It was messed up.
Watcher's Chronicle packaging was messed up. Well, so yeah, I mean, yeah, it just seemed goofy, right? Because it doesn't. It just says Highlander the card game on it. So others had. Okay. So yeah, I bought some sealed decks at Gen Con to use those to try to actually put together some stuff. And it also, to me, it seemed like Watcher's Chronicle was like a meta answer.
That's my favorite clip ever. It's so good.
It seemed like Watcher's Chronicle was like a meta answer in a weird way, right? Like it was trying to bring balance to the game. So since it's the source of most of the cards that we have, it's like answering questions that we don't even know what the question was to begin with. So I'm going to try my best to put something together that looks like decks. I only have one headshot card, which is kind of a bummer, because I wanted Justin and I to both have the ability to cut off each other's heads, since it's Highlander, and that would have been appropriate. So I think for balancing purposes, I will probably leave the headshot cards out of the deck, and we'll just wail on each other with swords. So yeah, I bought some movie edition starter decks. So I bought one of the base set and then one of the movie edition, and then it turns out the movie edition starter deck did not have enough cards to make a legal deck, so I went back and bought another one, hoping that I would get the cards that I needed, and I did, to make a legal deck. So
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
we'll be talking about it. I will uncover the truths I have learned about the game to the best of my ability. We will see if we can make the legions of Highlander CCG fans mad on YouTube like we did with Dune.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we might make you mad, Chopper Dan.
Yeah. So we've
been known to make people mad.
And I'm gonna preface the video by basically saying I am playing the rules as they are written in the
best
rule
of our
books,
ability.
in the rule books that we have. I understand the rules have changed, have carried forward and changed, and been clarified and stuff like that. But I am playing the rules as they were written in the movie edition starter. So that is the cautionary tale right there.
We do our best with rules.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work out.
We don't want to misrepresent the game, and also part of necromancy is trying to bring the thing back as it was, not necessarily as it may currently be. Yeah, because you could think of the Highlander card game as an alternate universe card game at this point, right? We could and that would be card game sliders or whatever the show was, where they slid through alternate universes.
Is there a sliders TCG?
I don't believe so.
I don't think there was. I was looking for all the TCGs. There's a lot of. There's like Xena, Warrior Princess. So I was like, maybe there's sliders, right?
Yeah. Card game sliders would be us playing the Highlander TCG as it is right now, and we could actually do the same thing with like the Star Wars Decipher game. Star Trek, like games that had fan
Raw
base.
Deal,
that kept developing for the game. But we are doing necromancy, raising the corpse. So there you go. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay,
yeah,
there you have it.
Appreciate everybody stopping by. Hope everybody enjoyed looking at some animals.
If you like the game
in the Pacific Northwest,
check it out on like Tabletop Sim. If you want to buy it, I think it's in stores on Friday. So
yeah,
I would highly recommend. It's a good game to have on your shelf. So everyone have.
It's quick, and it's a good non-gamer game in my opinion.
It's a good gateway game.
It's a good gateway game.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everyone have a great evening, and we'll see you Wednesday.
Yep. Goodbye.
Goodbye.